live, but I have this. There's something strange about the way mine does it now. It's like a high. I don't know. Hi, Nick. Hi, Cat checks. Comrade Lou. Everybody's rolling in. How y'all doing today? Um, we're just gonna let everybody come in for a minute.
What were you saying? What was weird that was happening?
Um, the way that it's being recorded now, it's like high def or something like that. It is not. I clicked a button once a couple of lives ago, and it changes the way it records it. So I can't. It doesn't actually make clips anymore. It'll send the clips to my phone, but it doesn't make clips like when I don't know. It's really strange. The video processes and it uploads to YouTube, but I don't understand what it's doing anymore.
Oh,
The whole
hmm.
process has changed for me.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't
okay.
know.
Interesting.
All right, y'all. Yeah. So, Brandon, we just talked. We were with Wendy the Druid. Sturge, how are you feeling today?
Mm. I mean, I'm fine.
Um, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Uh,
Um,
it was tough getting up today.
yeah, okay. um, well, is there? We didn't really plan much today. Um, I understand you, Sturge, probably made more plans than Brandon or I, Brandon or myself.
I got this.
We did pull some yeah, we did pull some music, but um,
So yeah. Whose playlist should we start with? Because I think this will be fun. So the 5+1 for either one of you, and then
yeah,
at the end when everything is recorded, I'll go back and make the playlist for everyone to listen to.
okay, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Let's go with Brandon's playlist first. Brandon dropped. It looks like 3 songs.
Yeah, mine's a short one.
Yeah, and that is a-okay.
So I have
Let's do it.
I Just Might by Bruno Mars. I think it's one of, I don't know if it's his newest, but it's fairly recent. Have you heard it?
I don't think I've heard it if it's fairly recent. I haven't heard uh, any of his music that's recent. The last thing I heard was with him and Anderson Paak, maybe. That I don't know. Yeah, I haven't heard anything in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Anderson Paak.
Yeah,
Have you heard this
I
song,
like.
Scourge?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really? Well, I like it. It's an upbeat one. Um, I don't know. I think it's cool.
I do like Bruno Mars, so I could see
I do
how it
too.
would be good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's been consistently putting out good music for a while now. So yeah, I've always enjoyed his music.
Mm-hmm.
So your
And
next
I
one is
Drop Dead by Olivia Rodrigo.
once again not a song I've heard, but I do love Olivia Rodrigo. Is this a new song or is it an older song?
I believe this is a newer one. I'll have to look up to see when
Let's see.
she released it. Uh, Olivia Rodrigo.
Drop dead.
April
Drop
17th,
dead.
2026.
Okay, yeah, so it's pretty
Drop
new.
dead. Olivia Rodrigo.
Basically, it's kind of about
Oh, okay.
kind of lust, infatuation, I guess I would say.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, I like her. And
I
the
do
last
too.
one. So I watched Saturday Night Live this weekend, and the host was Will Ferrell, and the musical guest was
Paul
Paul
McCartney.
McCartney. But I don't really care for him much. I
Not at all.
I'm not really a huge fan of the Beatles in general. Like I like a lot of their songs actually. I I think like especially the way some of them are done by other people or whatever. But I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of the Beatles as they are. You know what I mean? If that makes sense.
No, the whole mystique around them, I just never got. I'm not big on them. There are some songs I like by them. I'm in your boat, Brandon. I
Yeah.
like some songs by them, but I just don't like them as a whole. I don't like. I am not a big fan of what they represent. So,
Yeah.
but that's just me.
But it reminded me of so I saw this movie called Across the Universe, and it features all Beatles music. And it's basically
Oh,
a
okay.
musical, but it's very like it doesn't have them singing at all. It's all they do different kinds of versions of the songs, covers, I guess you could say. And
Right, right.
one of them is I Want to Hold Your Hand. And I love the way that one was done because I Want to Hold Your Hand is kind of like just like a fun, upbeat kind of song. I want to hold your hand. But
Right,
the way
right.
this one is done, it's more of a ballad and it's more, I would say, angsty.
Nice. Yeah.
So, and
I
then
can get.
it's a female that's singing, and she, of course, in the song it says, "I want to be your man," and so in the movie, this she's talking about a girl that she wants to hold her hand with. You know what I
Nice.
mean? So it kind of flips that around the meaning of the song, kind of,
My
and
favorite cover from that movie is actually "Let It Be," the gospel cover. The
oh
um,
yes,
the young
yes.
the young boy, and then that one really good singer. That
That
was
sounds like it would be good, actually.
Oh,
Um,
it was sad too. I mean, that whole scene and that
mhm.
song. But yeah, it was really good. But yeah, even if you don't like the Beatles themselves, I would recommend watching that movie. I think it's a good movie, and I like the way they uh, they did those songs.
Mhm.
I what's the name of the movie again?
Across the Universe.
Across the Universe. Thank you. I will watch that movie.
That movie's
It
like
does
20 years
sound.
old already, isn't it?
Yeah, it's been out a while.
Um, um, Sandra, you may be 100% right. I wasn't there for Beatlemania. My mom was. She likes the Beatles, but she's not like down with the Beatles like that. And I guess that's where I get that from. Is from my mama. Um, I'm just not like I like their music, but I don't know. I don't know. It's just something that internally that I struggle with.
I think even if you
I see your
experience
entrance.
certain people or certain groups or whatever, it doesn't necessarily mean you're gonna like them, even though everybody else does. Just
Right,
because
right,
you weren't there doesn't mean that you wouldn't like them anyway. Like even if you were there, maybe just not the type of music that you're into. I mean, there's
right.
some
Because I
people
can.
like, oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. Finish
Oh,
your thought.
well, there's some people who don't like Taylor Swift, and like a
Right.
friend of mine, she doesn't like the way her voice sounds and everything, even though Taylor's, huge, and you hear her on the radio, no matter what time of the day it is, you can turn on your car radio on a pop station and you will hear her in the
Yes.
next 10 minutes or whatever.
Right.
But
That is
there are some
true.
people who don't like her music, and not just just because she's made a huge impact doesn't mean everybody's gonna like her. So
Yeah, so that would be like my Beatles, I guess, Well, no, I won't say that. Let me just change that. But yes, I understand what you're saying.
yeah.
That makes sense. Sandra, I hate Taylor Swift. Yeah, that's
Well, see, I could say this. It's like you weren't there when she came out on the scene,
right.
but no.
Right, Tay is Tay. There are 2 out of the 3 people here today who love Taylor Swift. One of them is anti-Taylor Swift, as far as I know. I won't bring up their name. Just, but okay, Brandon, what is the last song you did?
I think
that's
all 3 of them. Yesterday, I listened to some dance music, but I wish I would have thought about it and written down a couple of, because there were a couple that I thought were pretty cool, but I just had my Echo Dot play them, and I tried to get it to give me a list of what it played me yesterday, and it can't seem to get that through its little AI head.
AI thick skull. Okay. Have y'all seen the movie Challengers?
Oh yeah.
That is one I really want to see, but I have it on my watch list, but I think it's playing on something I don't have. Maybe Amazon Prime, or so, I don't know what it was, but
so
there's something.
Good, Brandon.
Yeah.
You need to watch it.
Is it good? I'm gonna have to watch it. I've
been
listening to the soundtrack for the last couple of days, so.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I heard the 2 guys. She has kind of a, I don't know. There's a love triangle going on or whatever, and the 2 guys kiss and stuff. I'm like, oh, I want to see at least that part.
The 2 guys kiss and that's it. Well, I mean, I guess you.
Well,
can't
I don't know how much of it happens, but.
Well, that is definitely something I'm going to watch, and check out the soundtrack because it's good. It's by Trent Reznor and Atticus Rose. No. Okay. So, Sturg, do you want to go or do you want me to go?
No, it's up to you.
I will go.
Okay.
Let's do it. So the first song I picked was 365 by Charlie XCX.
Okay.
Do y'all know that song? 360. I don't remember how it goes, but it's like a bop, man. It's a dance. Like it's a nice upbeat hyper pop almost. Well, it's not hyper pop anymore. It's hyper pop mixed with like upbeat dance type pop.
Okay.
I don't know how to name it, but it's just like she's got a great sound. I don't know if you know who Sophie is. Sophie was a trans producer, musician, singer, writer, so on and so forth, who died by falling off of the roof of her house, or of a friend's house, right at her prime. Like right as she was getting big, she fell and died. And so Sophie and Charlie XCX worked a lot together. And so Charlie XCX sound is kind of modeled on Sophie's. Anyway, yeah. And I like the song. So that's that. The next one, Janelle Monáe. All right. Janelle Monáe. Just a great song. Just a great song. Another bop. I don't have the lyrics in front of me, so I'm just saying, like you're gonna create the list though, right, Sturg?
Yeah, everything's in the thing already, right? Back in the
I'll add.
Chat. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll add the rest of mine. So the next one is going to be Blessing, Both Sides of the Moon. And this is by Celeste. Y'all know Celeste, right?
Mm-hmm.
The name sounds familiar, but I don't know. Celeste, I can't think of. Oh, go ahead.
She sings in both French or Quebecois. I don't know, French or Quebecois. I don't know what she's singing in French or Quebecois and
I think it's
English.
Quebecois. Mm-hmm.
You think it's Quebecois? Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's Canadian.
Okay. what music connects with your soul? You're a boomer, so no worries. So I like music. You know, I like music from the '60s, '70s, '80s, '90s. Like, but '80s, '90s, 2000s is my jam. I like a lot of dance music. I bounce all over the place when I listen to music. On my playlist, I have anything from classical to country to hip hop to dance to whatever you can think of, all in one playlist because that's how my mind works. I don't tailor playlists to like specific moods. Well, I do, but my specific moods jump. So, if I'm feeling like at a point where I want to hear something soothing, I throw it into this playlist. And so I know when it comes up, but you don't tailor. Well, Taylor rules. But yeah, next song, Blessings Upon Blessings, Blessings on Blessings. That is by Oshun. I keep on saying it, but Oshun or Osun is I'm crowned Osun. So I, do this is a perfect song, Blessings Upon Blessings. It's about Oshun. And it's about Ifa, which is my spirituality. It's what I adhere to. And so this song is by two women who make up the group. They are no longer together. One of them did actually stay in Nigeria, which is the birthplace of Ifa, southern Nigeria. So she's there, and the other ones stayed up in the States. But yeah, so it's just one of the songs that I like. Then the next one is Lapsley Station, another bop. It's more like trip hoppy. Do y'all like trip hop? Tricky. Well, we don't want to call it trip hop, but that's what it was. Trippy.
How's it sound? Like, what's the sound exactly?
It is like trip hop. If you know like Massive Attack, Tricky.
Oh yeah, those songs.
Yeah, Portishead. Yeah, so it's got that vibe. It's very slinky, very nighttime, very loungy, like you're in a dark lounge hanging with friends. That's the vibe I get from it. And when I say, I could say something like Velvet, Blackout Curtains, Red Wine, that kind of stuff. That's what it makes me feel, and that's what I get from it. And then the last song is Jet Fuel, and Jet Fuel is by Mac Miller, famous for writing a lot of druggy music. Unfortunately, R.I.P. died of a drug overdose in his sleep. He put out in his short time, put out a lot of great music. He is understood within the community of hip hop heads to be one of the best, in terms of like what he put out. And this song Jet Fuel is no doubt like one of my favorite by him.
Like, you love Jet Fuel, don't you? By Mac Miller? Yeah.
The Jet Fuel, I mean, it's just like, it's, like when you're sipping or whatever you're doing, if you're leaning, it's like, I don't do any of that anymore, but I did, so shit. But I know the feeling, and it's the feeling I get from that song. A lot of druggy references in this list.
I like your last one.
Yeah, it's wonderful. I love this song. But Sturg, your turn. Let's do it.
All right. So I'm going to start off. My first song is Holding Back the Years by Simply Red.
Yes. Holding Back the... I can't remember how it goes, but I love that song.
You got the general idea.
Yeah, I love that song.
So I don't necessarily like the original. I mean, the original is fine, but for this next song, I picked a cover of the song. It was a 2000s version of the Foreigner song, I Want to Know What Love Is by Mariah Carey.
I haven't heard the Mariah Carey version, but yeah, I would love to hear that one because I love the
Classic
diva.
whistle notes get in there, and
Yeah.
it's just it's fire.
I remember the first time I heard Mariah Carey was that her first hit that came out. I was visiting my cousins, my first cousins, my mom's sister, in Louisiana. Fucking, we'll never go back to that state. But yeah, we were there, and Mariah Carey came through the radio, and it was that Guilty as No, whatever her first song was, and she hit that really high note, the high octave, and I was just like, okay. I took a moment. And then it was at that moment I knew she was going to be huge, just like pretty instantly. Yeah, no.
That was a great.
I don't think I've heard her version of that either. I like that song though.
Play her version real quick in the background. See if you can catch it. I'll do my next song.
What's the name of it?
The next one I'm about to do, or the one that I was having him listen to.
Yeah, that one, because I want to listen to it too.
I Want to Know What Love Is, Mariah Carey.
I want to know what love is. Come on, Mariah. Mm-hmm.
Always ads.
Yeah, I'll listen to that later. Yeah, that's going to be amazing. I can already tell. You know what? It's almost got a. When did it come out?
I want to say like
it's got to feel like an. Okay, it's got to feel like I always get. I get like school dance vibes, you know, like when I was in junior high or like high school, and there was a school formal. And something like this came on. That's the vibe I'm getting. I like it a lot.
Nice. It's 2009. I just checked.
2009.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's
same year as
something
Decode.
else that just came out.
Mm-hmm.
The same year as what?
Decode by Paramore.
You know that. So I never really listened to Paramore. I don't know that song very well at all.
Did you watch the Twilight movie?
Yes.
It's in the first Twilight movie.
Oh, that means I do like it because I like just
the
about
ending.
every song.
It's the ending song, the credit song. How did we get here when I used to know you so well? Yeah.
Okay.
Not this time.
I am definitely gonna have to. Well, I like Twilight. I may have to watch it again. Maybe not. I don't know. I may watch it again. Like really soon.
Nice. My next song is "Right Here Waiting" by Richard Marx.
Wow, I love that one.
Woo! Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
That's old. I like it, Sturg. You're bringing it back.
Yeah. And my next one is "Only One Road" by Celine Dion.
You are a Celine fan, aren't you?
I'm a super fan. I love her.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you do.
And then "Sweet Love," Anita Baker.
Sweet love, tell me how.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, I love Anita Baker. Yeah.
And then my bonus song is "Don't Know Much" by Linda Ronstadt featuring Aaron Neville.
Oh,
I don't know much, but I know how to love you. And that may be all I need to know.
Yeah, love that song. Sturg, your list was like top notch. Loved it.
Thanks.
Very good. Okay. Well, that
I
was
love
good
Linda
music.
Ronstadt.
Yeah, that was good music today.
Oh yeah.
Good job.
We'll get that list together in right after we're finished with this. I'll put it out.
Oh, the first time I ever heard the song "Desperado" was actually Linda Ronstadt's version. I had never heard the Eagles sing it before.
Right.
Oh, really?
Right.
The first time I heard Desperado, she sang it, and I thought she did a beautiful job. I loved it. And then later, last year, I did a collaborative article with Lolita, and we talked about a couple of Linda Ronstadt songs, and I wrote about Desperado. And
Ooh.
when I researched it, I saw that a couple of the guys from the Eagles were backup singers for Linda Ronstadt starting off. So she kind of gave them kind of basically helped. Yeah. And then I don't know, they one of the guys, was it Don Henley? Is that the
drummer? Yeah, he was one of the featured singers in the group too.
Oh.
Yeah. So apparently, I guess at one point he kind of made a like a disparaging remark about Linda Ronstadt, saying that she wasn't all that great or whatever. So I lost a lot of respect for them, because I was like, she basically introduced them to the music world and stuff. And then he's going on, then he goes and says something negative about her. It's like, well, that's pretty ungrateful,
Yeah.
So
Don Henley was a diva.
Yeah. Well, anyway,
I can only relate that to one thing. Like you talk about that with Linda Ronstadt. I'm talking about this with Eminem and 50 Cent. And I know that's a wild jump, but like 50 Cent was brought up by Eminem. You will never hear him say anything bad about Eminem, this whole time, ever. He could have said some shit, but no, he's always, every single time someone has asked him about Eminem, he said, that's my dog, he put me on, I'm not going to say anything bad about him ever. And that's,
They sat together recently. Yeah.
At the Detroit game?
The Detroit game. Yeah.
No.
Who won that series? I didn't check.
Yeah. I don't know. I know that the Atlanta Dream women's team has some fine ass studs on them.
Yeah. Angel Reese went to Atlanta.
Grinder.
Yeah, Angel Reese went to Atlanta. Yeah.
She's beautiful, but she's straight.
Who is? Angel?
Angel Reese. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you said Brittany Griner. I'm like, where have you been?
No, she's beautiful. Brittany's beautiful. She's handsome. I don't know what she would want me to say.
What were we saying? Because I want to look now. Oh, the Cleveland Detroit series. That I felt that series could go either way. No, NBA. Jeez. Cleveland beat Detroit in the seventh game, 125-94, and won the series 4-3, which means they're going up against the Knicks for the East. All right. Anyway, we don't know that anymore.
Championship basketball is already upon us.
We're getting close. This is the conference finals for each conference right now. It's the last two teams: Thunder, Spurs, and Knicks, Cavaliers. So those are going to be
Atlanta. We need to just go ahead and wholesale throw away our team and get a new team.
You basically did. Did you see? Atlanta traded Trae Young.
Now, well, we didn't deserve
in Washington.
We didn't deserve Trae Young because, we literally had him for years, and he was carrying the team for years. And
do you think he'll help Washington in the same way?
Probably not. They need to build. He needs someone to help with him. He can't just be him trying to do everything.
I think Washington has a better team around him, honestly.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Better than Atlanta ever did.
Yeah, he's the team in Washington's younger too, and they have a lot of prospects that they're developing right now. And I think this team will be good in about 2 or 3 years with him. Even though it has been said that Trae Young is kind of a cancer in the locker room.
Is he?
Yeah.
Is it because is he just a dick or?
like a diva, I suppose. I mean, I don't have all the
dick
details.
or like
I don't know. I don't have all the
diva.
details, but
Hold on, y'all. While y'all are sitting, go ahead.
well, what's that?
I just have to tell y'all really quickly, please be right. Please be nice to me. Please be nice to me. Arsenal won. One more game, bitches. One more game. One more game. One more game, and Arsenal. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that Man City wins or loses. What matters is if Arsenal win. Arsenal has it in their hand. If they win the next game, they're champions.
Okay, hold on. So, Man City plays tomorrow, so they haven't played yet.
Right. But it doesn't matter because they'll be 2 points behind us. If we win our next game, they'll still be 2 points behind us. Yeah.
But if you guys lose your last game and Man City wins that game,
that's the last game.
That'll end up. Man City will take the title. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's in our hands. It's in our hands, and we're playing Crystal Palace. And remember, Crystal Palace gets 10 million euro if they lose.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
It's I'll throw the game. Nah, but Crystal Palace is going to try and play to spoil it. But I want Arsenal to win. Go Arsenal. Go you. Come on, you mighty Gunners.
Mighty Gunners.
Back to our regular scheduled program.
Go Blues. No, I'm kidding.
Okay. I love the Lady Gunners.
I said go Blues.
Go Blues. Yeah, the Blues got the Blues this year, but that's okay.
I mean, we finished middle of the
table.
They're
not even the top.
We're fine.
Yeah, middle table. No, that's not bad. I mean, like middle table is good. And
we're not relegating.
You're
not relegating,
and that's awesome. Yeah. I'll tell you who will be Spurs. I really want to see Spurs go down.
You think Spurs will go down?
I want them to. They've played one game less than the bottom three.
Yeah.
So they have to play another game.
Yeah. I think that'll actually be to their benefit.
It may be. I'm hoping that it may be. I'm hoping that they just lose. Wow.
All right, well, let's see here. I mean, West Ham's a train wreck, though. So even if they lose, then West Ham's just going to lose out. But
no.
I'm going to say this here. Okay, so I have some questions for us here, and anyone in the audience can ask us any follow up or whatever, or can ask their own questions or answer these questions themselves. But here's one first thing. So these are just kind of like icebreakers and vibe checks. So I got this off of the website, just like with questions for icebreakers specifically. This one is: what is one hyper-specific arbitrary rule you refuse to break? What is something that is just arbitrary that you don't like an arbitrary rule that you have for yourself that you just don't go against?
Brandon, you want to answer that?
I'm trying to think. I don't know. You probably have to come back to. Do you have one, Sturg? Do you want to start us off?
I was gonna pass it to OnyxRose if she has one or they have one.
There's some hard, fast rules, and one of them is don't put myself into a position where I know I would do drugs. So that's my hard, fast rule.
Okay. Do you have something similar to that, Brandon?
I guess like driving drunk. I'm not going to do that. Or high.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't drive drunk or high either. That's not smart.
Sorry, y'all. I drive high all the time, but I don't drive much anymore. So, I drive high all the time.
But you're probably not too high to function. I mean, if you're too high to function, that's another thing.
No.
I would say my hard and fast rule. I don't know if I really. I mean, I do have some, but they're kind of stupid. I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna kind of I've always been like, there was always temptation in front of me. I mentioned this to you, OnyxRose, with my sister and my dad and my brother all doing drugs back in the day. So I could have slipped into that life, but I stayed above it and I never went into it. And
Right.
I think that was the hard and fast rule for me. No drugs, period.
Yeah, it's good. That it's hard to stay away from that lifestyle.
Not those kind of drugs, Mike. Weed's not a drug. He's listening.
We didn't know. I'm Cali.
No,
Cali
he's
all
messing
day.
with me. He's messing with me. He's like, I'll drug you. What's the best thing? What's the best thing you watched this week? So, like, TV show, movie, maybe even music.
I have a couple.
Okay, go ahead. Go for it.
Over the weekend, I binge watched this limited series called Hollywood. I brought it up in our live earlier, but it's by Ryan Murphy. It's basically kind of an alternate history. It has some of the actors play actual people that were alive in the the 30s. Rock Hudson and
Like
Patty
30s and
McDonald,
40s,
yeah. But anyway, it's kind of an alternate history of like what if like Rock Hudson would have come out when when he was his career first started and stuff like that, and like what if they had cast a black woman in a leading role and blah blah blah. There were just a lot of different things that didn't happen, but it was kind of a what if kind of thing, and I liked it. It was really cool. It had a fair amount of sex in it. But that's kind of the way Ryan Murphy is with a lot of his stuff, American Horror Story and stuff like that. There's a lot of those kinds of scenes in it.
Not in Glee. I mean,
well, no, not for network television, but his other stuff that's on like Netflix and HBO Max, stuff like that, I guess.
Do y'all have problems with sex scenes in movies? Does it make y'all cringe or no?
I'm sex positive.
Not at all.
No, it doesn't. I mean, unless I were watching it with my mother or something like that, that would be
like. I want to watch it more.
No.
Let's watch these guys get it on, Mom.
No, I would not. I would never.
Yeah, I don't think that would fly in my family at all.
I also finished off the latest season of Bridgerton.
Oh, was that season
good?
4?
It was. Yeah, I love that show. I think it's awesome. I've watched all of it up till now. The 4th season, the most recent one, was just released not too long ago. But
right.
Yeah, I can't wait for the next one.
That one's in my back pocket. I know that one day that and Heartstoppers, Heartbreakers.
Oh yeah,
like Heartstopper. I watched the first season, and I want to get into the next couple. And then Bridgerton. I get in a habit of watching either Gilmore Girls or Boy Meets Girl. Imagine Me and You, or You and Me. It's just the repetition of the same movies over and over and over again. Same movies, same TV shows. So I need to try and break myself out of that cycle.
Well, Bridgerton, speaking of alternate histories, it is kind of along those lines too, because I've never seen a more diverse cast than Bridgerton. Right. I mean, and they have like interracial marriages and different countries and all different races and disability and things like that, and it's really interesting because it's a period piece. So it I don't know what it takes place, I don't know, in the maybe when Queen Victoria was reigning
Yeah,
around that era.
The Regency area or
Yeah,
era.
and
Regency.
so it has Queen Charlotte, who is a black woman, as the queen, which obviously did not happen and would not have happened at that time. But
Right.
and a lot of the aristocrats, it just completely ignores race throughout the series. Like there are all these different races, and like I said, and they intermingle, and there's no kind of the servants weren't any kind of particular race or anything like that, or the aristocrats. It's all just a big mix, and I think that's really cool. And they just completely ignore the fact that anybody is different races or anything like that. You know what I mean?
I
And I
think
kind
that's
of like,
probably.
oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead, because I think you're getting ready to say what I said. So go ahead.
Oh, I don't, I don't know. I'm not sure what I was going to say. I kind of like that in a way, but yeah, I think it's like, I don't know. So go ahead. What were you going to say? Because I kind of lost my train of thought.
I think that's kind of the appeal of it, is that it's any person can be in this show and
Right.
be in this role, and people can relate. So you have a wider audience. Not a wider audience, a wider audience.
Right. Yeah.
So,
and actually,
yeah.
As far as sex goes, there are quite a few sex scenes in it too.
Yeah.
One thing that it doesn't, like, there's still like the stigma of being gay. Like, that's still not acceptable in that culture, in that time period. They kind of have to keep that under wraps, and that was not, like, a man couldn't marry another man. That was not acceptable in that. And they do have like the distinction between classes, like a gentleman, a aristocrat couldn't marry a maid or someone of a working class like that, that just wasn't proper. Right. But as far as race goes, they at least erase race kind of, in a way, you know what I mean? Everybody's acceptable.
Right.
But anyway, yeah, I would recommend that. It has some great actors and a lot of beautiful people, and I think it's really cool. I don't know. I just think it's really cool. I love it.
Well, I'm going to give it a shot. Like, it's on my list for Rizzy. I can't wait to watch it. I know that once I start watching it, I'm going to love it, because I love all things Jane Austen. First of all, this is in the same era. Pride and Prejudice from 1995 with Colin Firth and Jennifer Ely. That's my favorite show. Like, I watched the whole. It's like 6.5 hours. I will sit down and watch the whole thing. It's one of my favorites. Like, so. I will, me and Egg will, just randomly burst out like lines from Pride and Prejudice. So I know that that's going to be something I like. That'll be something that I jump into at some point when I force myself to.
Another cool aspect of it is that every season focuses on a different couple or whatever. Like the first season, the I can't remember her name right now, but focused on her coming out into society and looking for a husband, that kind of thing. And once that's over, the next season focuses on somebody completely different, and it's a completely different story. It still has same characters and family, the same focuses on this Bridgerton family, but it switches focus from one couple to someone else, and kind of gives you a completely different perspective.
Do you think they did that because the main guy, the reggae guy or Renee guy, that was in the first season, decided not to come back? They decided to do that format to, like, where they switched up every year, or was it that?
Now,
something...
is that? I'm not sure who are you referring to the?
The black guy in the first season, who was the main character, wasn't he?
Yeah,
The main character,
yeah.
Renee.
He has come back though. I mean, he's made appearances since then, but
Oh, he did. Okay.
maybe 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 he just
Okay.
didn't want
I
to
didn't
be
know
like a regular in
that.
in the subsequent episodes. I'm not sure about that part, but
Right.
whatever the decision was, I think it was a good one.
Yeah, it sounds like it's interesting.
Yeah,
Keeps it fresh.
right.
Um,
And I'm gonna answer the question now real quick.
let's see.
Because I have a really good show that I want to plug in here right now that I've been watching with my partner this week. So we got into this show that's 2 seasons right now. Just finished its eighth
Okay.
episode in the final season, or not the final season, but in this last season. And it's called Paradise. Sterling K. Brown is the star of that show.
Oh,
Yeah, he's a Secret Service agent, and they're in a bunker. And the president is James Marsden in the show,
yeah.
and he's such a douche. But like, there's just so much mystique. There's so much like mystery, and like we don't know what's going on until like more episodes. Like, so the story's told in like chapters. You know what I mean? Like we don't know exactly what's going on until later in the series. Is what I'm trying to say. Like there's little hints here and there. It unfolds as it goes along, but it's really good.
I haven't seen it, but I've heard it's really good, and I like both of those
so
guys actually.
good. Yeah,
Sterling K. Brown is really good.
He's a cutie.
Yeah, Sterling.
And James Marsden is too.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know James Marsden.
I really liked him.
Was he in the Ocean's movies?
I don't think he is in the Ocean's movies, but he was in the X-Men movies, the first 3 that they made. He was Cyclops, and he was also in that. He was in that movie with the musical. What was that called?
Enchanted.
Yeah.
With Amy Adams.
Yeah, he's a pretty good singer, actually.
Mm-hmm. Mike said that movie was really cute. So that show, and then the other show, we just got all of it now because it just ended its entire run. Outlander. Season 8 just came out. Well, I mean, it's been coming out one episode at a time for the whole time. The season finale, I believe, was either last week or the week before. But I'm about to watch all the episodes with Mike.
Awesome. I have seen many of the episodes, though not in order. In other words, Egg will watch them, and she will watch them in order, and I'll just pop in and watch like half of an episode, and then come back in and watch, 45 minutes of one, or like a whole one. But
Sam Hewen,
I do. Yeah,
he's my future ex-husband, Sam Hewen. Yeah, I can't stay with him too long. I need to marry Mike. So I have to go through like Benny and Benedict Cumberbatch and Sam Hewen and other gingers that I might want to hit up.
Cumberbatch.
I am a Cumberbitch.
You're a Cumberbitch.
I am. Here's the next question. Here we go. Describe your current mood using only 3 adjectives.
Ooh. Okay.
Mood. Did you have yours, OnyxRose?
No, I'm
okay.
I'm working mine.
One of mine is going to be lazy.
Okay.
A little foggy.
Okay.
And I don't know what the third one was. I guess, I mean, if I lay down, I could probably take a nap. So I'm going to go sleepy.
All right, cool.
Okay.
All right, OnyxRose, you have yours now?
I don't, but I'm going to think of some. I think right now, if I were to think about it, I'm feeling hopeful is one. And the reason for that is because my brother-in-law, Aggie's brother, is coming in town from Texas to live with us. And I am hopeful that his situation will improve. He's had a rough go of it in Texas, so I'm hopeful his situation will improve, and I'm hopeful that him living here will be okay, because it's going to be a different situation with the three of us. What's up? Yes. So I'm hopeful, definitely. Let's see. Happy, which is good. Usually I feel really happy right now, and not in a manic way, which is good. And blessed, I think, is like, yeah, blessed.
Nice. I'm gonna go with happy, but I'm also gonna go with feverish.
Yeah.
And a little out of sorts.
Are you taking anything for your feverish, like aspirins or anything like that?
I'm taking taking some aspirins to reduce the fever whenever it starts to feel a little crazy. I was finally able to sleep last night because my partner gave me a good amount of edible and knocked me out. So I just fell asleep. And I woke up like, what is it? So our live started at 5, right? I woke up at 4.
Nice.
30. Yeah, so I mean,
but you stay up late though, don't you? Like,
no, I mean, we haven't been. Okay. I slept for like 14 hours last night.
Nice, that's good. When you're sick,
I needed it because I wasn't getting any sleep. My head was hurting, and I couldn't get any sleep for the 2 nights previous.
No, my new medication just makes me sleep like a zombie. Wrong. Makes me sleep, and then I feel like a zombie. I'm just like throughout the day. But the Adderall cuts that medication, so it gives me a little boost. Although it's kind of funny because I can take 30 milligrams of Adderall and then like lay down and go to sleep. So
yeah, I've heard that. I've heard that that's pretty common, actually.
Yeah, amongst people who have ADHD and stuff like that, like it's the thing that like taking caffeine. A lot of people who have ADHD drink caffeine, a lot of caffeine, because it slows down the brain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow, that's I drink a bit of caffeine, so I get that. I don't know. I've never been diagnosed with ADHD or anything, but I don't know.
Yeah. I've been diagnosed with ADHD, ADD, and then ADHD, and now I'm like highly suspecting ADHD. And I'm going to wait though until the new DSM comes out. And ideally, I'd like a DSM that like centers Black people, because the DSM unfortunately centers white people, and like autism and ADHD show up differently in Black people because of the way the Black family is structured, so on and so forth. So, there's just some differences. I don't want to get into that whole spiel right now, but
so which one would be the DSM-6? Would be the next one to come out?
I hope that's what it's going to be called, the DSM-6. Yeah. DSM-5 is out. DSM-5 revised is out. I don't know. I think it came out in 2013, so I think there's one due, or 2003.
It says targeted publication date around 2030.
2030? Shit, that's
only 4 years. That's only 4 years from now.
Yeah, but I don't understand how they can have such a diagnostic manual for so long of a period. It seems like it needs to be updated more often.
Yeah.
Yeah, in
Uh,
an ideal world.
the
Mm.
um, because honestly, that is what
Clinicians. Mhm.
clinicians use to diagnose people. And if it's not in the DSM, they say they can't diagnose people that. But like, there's all this evidence right now for an ADHD definition, but it's not in the DSM. So people cannot be diagnosed with ADHD. People can
Mm.
be diagnosed with autism and ADHD, um,
Hmm.
but not ADHD yet. Hi, kitty
Yeah.
catty. What's your kitty's name? What's your pussy's name?
Zoe.
Hi, Zoe.
Hey Zoe, I see her. She's a
Zoe's
cutie.
so
I
cute.
love the calico.
Love Calico. Sturge, we're saying the same thing.
I'm eating
Hi,
peanut butter and
cutie. We
jelly.
love the Calico.
I'm hungry. I had to eat peanut butter and jelly.
Um,
Mm.
no, yum.
I got
Yeah, I
another
would say
question.
like,
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
oh, I was just gonna say for like the DSM, it takes probably a lot of hoops to jump through to,
Right,
finalize something that's gonna be approved for the DSM. So I'm sure like it takes committees and voting and all these science-based research and probably so many studies to uh,
right,
to
right,
prove all these things. So I would guess that's
right.
probably why it takes so long, but that's just my
Yeah,
guess.
yes, yeah. I guess I have, yeah.
I don't want a DSM
Um,
directed by Trump, so I'm glad to wait.
oh my God, no, yeah, oh, that
Well,
would be
that's why I'm saying
horrible.
let's wait because Trump's out in 2029.
Is it 2029? My passport expires in 2030,
Mike says
and
he'll
I
die
am
before then.
going. Yeah, I think he will. I do. I think he'll be dead before then. Um, but yeah, my passport expires 2030. We're supposed to be going to Scotland, England, Wales, and Amsterdam in 2028. So hopefully we will get there,
Mhm.
and I will be able to get back to the country.
You will. All right. Here's another question. This one's a fun one that I found. What's the most
Okay.
unhinged thing you ever did to avoid somebody? So tell us the story of the one time you wanted to avoid somebody so much you did something outrageous.
That would be hard for me. Like, I don't know. I I don't. I tend not to. I mean, when I avoid people, it's because I've gotten down to the very end of my tether with them. You
Mm.
know, because usually I'm a someone who likes to leave myself open to
Mhm.
people, so that if they need help or want somebody to talk to, then I'm available and they know I'm available. Now, when I feel that it's getting um, that the energy is moving in the wrong direction, that's when I start avoiding. And, so a perfect example is that we all had this friend who was just getting really out of pocket, and so my bestie, shut this girl down, blocked her on all socials, phone number, everything, and it was like one by one. Like Egg did it, Bestie did it, Egg did it. Another one of my friends who's like a distant associate did it. Then a couple people in their neighborhood did it, and I left myself open. So she was like coming at me, and I was like, okay, let me block her on this. I blocked her one, and finally I had to tell her. I was like, listen, you are toxic. You are making my life more miserable with you in it. So I am going to remove myself from the equation. And then
Mhm.
I blocked her completely. And that's not unhinged. It's just, it's just, that's what it is. I don't know.
I mean, you
Um,
had to do it. That's fine that you didn't have to tell like a super unhinged one. You just had to basically say what
Well,
happened there, and I mean that's valid.
well,
Yeah.
well,
How about you, Brandon?
I don't think I've really done anything unhinged, like anything crazy. The last time I remember avoiding somebody was like when I was at Walmart and I saw somebody I knew and I really didn't want to talk to him. So I just, I was far enough away that if I turned and I was pretending to look at something on the shelf or whatever, and they, were far enough that they went by me without looking over and recognized me from the back, so once they were gone, then I just went the other way. It's like,
nice.
I do that kind of thing, but yeah, other than that, like phone calls, it's pretty easy to avoid somebody. You just don't answer the phone or whatever.
Just don't answer the phone,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
All right, here's
But
here.
yeah,
Oh, go
other
ahead.
than that, yeah.
No.
Oh no, then no, I was done. I was just like, other than that, I really haven't done anything crazy to avoid anybody.
I have a
Right,
pretty
yeah.
interesting story. I have a pretty interesting story. So,
Okay.
this was back in like the early mid 2000s, like 2005 ish, whatever. No, like 2010 actually. Sorry. Um, this guy was saying some really racist stuff at work about Russians, and he was really just being really hateful and just saying all this stuff. So I went to HR and told them what was going on. And this guy goes into the office after I talked to them, and they said they weren't going to fire him over the actual comments, but he continued threatening me in there because he knows who told on him. And he was basically threatening my life in the office while he was dealing with HR. They weren't going to fire him, but they ended up firing him. And he was walking out. He's like, "If I ever see you again, you're dead." And this was like,
Oh,
I want to say this was like 2010. So then fast forward 4 years, and I've actually changed in appearance a little bit because I'd lost weight. So he didn't recognize me at first. I didn't recognize him at first either, but I was in a Taco Bell with my friend, and we're just eating our tacos, whatever, near school. And I look over at this guy who looks vaguely familiar, and he's with some older guy, and they have a truck, and there's like shotguns on the back of the truck.
oh,
So, yeah,
Imagine that.
So I'm looking, I'm like, oh my God, that's him, isn't it? And I'm like, okay, Sarah, grab your food. I don't care what you have to do. This was a friend who was with me at the time. We're going to run across the street, and we're getting to the bus stop, but we need to time this well so that he can't catch us. Like, what are you talking about? I was like, this guy wants to kill me. And she's like, all right, let's go. We ran across the street in rush hour traffic and got to the bus stop.
mm.
He did notice me though. He said, I'm going to get my gun, and I was like, I ran.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's not, yeah.
I have other stuff like that, but that was the one I felt was memorable.
So now that you say that, I mean, I have, of course, like from junior high and high school, where like bullies would try and catch me in the halls to kick my ass, and I'd have to like reroute myself so that you know. But that's, yeah, I keep on forgetting about that.
Mm-hmm. What common piece of life advice do you think is total nonsense? So like when you hear somebody say something that's supposed to be advice, what would you say sounds like total nonsense to you?
Something like, don't sweat the small stuff, I'm like, it's the small stuff that's meaningful, that makes up these big things, so yeah.
Yeah. How about you, Brandon?
One thing I've heard a lot of people say is that you let me think how they usually put it. You can't love someone until you've learned to love yourself.
Well, I mean, that's actually kind of, I don't know.
That's not
I don't
true.
think it's true, because there was a long time where I didn't love myself. I thought I kind of hated myself, but I loved other people. I loved my family, and I would do more for my friends. I would put my life on the line for my friends before I would do it for myself. So I don't think that's true. It sounds good. It sounds like something that makes sense, but I don't think it's true.
I'm
I
going
got
to
one.
agree with you.
Yeah, you got me on board. All right, my thing is, it's like when those guys tell you, you have when if you work, the only way you'll succeed is if you work hard, and it's
God.
Oh
like,
yeah, that's not true.
oh, you just got lucky, old guy,
Yeah.
bruh. You had a family with money. You
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Let me just follow up on that.
Mhm.
The follow up on that is, when they give you a raise, it's because you are working hard,
Yeah.
and what they do is they give you more work. So, it's like, is the raise worth the amount of work that you're doing? And the reason why I say this is because it's happened to me when I was
Mhm.
working, where I was working 40 hours and I was getting all this money. I was making a lot of money, but they were putting more work on me, to the point where I couldn't handle it, to the point where I had a breakdown. But, I forgot what the question was, but yes, that's what I was saying about that. I had just lost my train of thought. So
That's all right. That's all right.
uh,
Um, what life lesson do you have to keep relearning?
uh, boundaries, bitch. Boundaries.
I agree.
Boundaries.
Yeah.
Amos use boundaries, definitely.
Yeah, it's boundaries for me too.
Yeah, boundaries. I feel like I will be forever learning this life lesson because I want to be such an open person. I want to be someone that people can come to. And that sometimes lends itself to narcissists attaching themselves to me or just any other type of person, and me not really seeing it or wanting to release it until it's a little too late and the damage is already done. So boundaries.
Oh, yeah. How about you, Brandon?
Um, it kind of relates to the life advice kind of that I mentioned before. Learning, practicing loving yourself, accepting yourself.
Right.
So that's something I have to keep. Sometimes I do, and sometimes I have to remind myself too.
Right. Right.
So I have a comment that's going to go right into the next question. So, the rumor I heard is that you love yourself at least once a day. Um, so my question for you is, what rumor would you start about yourself that you could safely get out there without like any like mal implications?
What rumor? Like,
Yeah, just start a rumor about yourself, like I did.
oh, yeah, something that you might want people to believe.
Yeah, just to be funny or
Yeah.
whatever.
Oh, I don't.
This was a little bit harder than I thought.
I think it might be something to do with like I've I once I wrote an episode of some show or something like that. Like something of my writing was accepted and they used it. It was just a one-time thing though, but it was like an episode of what I don't know. I'd have to think of something current. I immediately thought of Modern Family, but of course it's not on anymore. But
Well, you're old enough to have been a writer on Modern Family.
yeah, but I guess I could like I would do that. I would probably do something like that, saying like, yeah, I they took something of mine and put it into an episode of Modern Family or whatever it is, some
You were writing for
comedy.
Cam, or no, you were writing for. Yeah, you were writing for Cam.
Yeah, something like that, I guess.
All right, how about you, OnyxRose?
What was the question again? Like I'm telling you, Swiss cheese.
No, okay. So if there was a rumor you could start about yourself, what would it be?
Oh, hmm, I don't know. Like rumors.
Rumor has
Uh,
it. Ooh. Rumor has it. Ooh. 'Cause
that
rumor has it. She don't
I don't
feel.
know. I don't know. Like I feel like I'm pretty open. I don't know. I don't know what rumor I'd like to start. Like I'm the fastest person in the world. No, that's not good.
In what context?
I'm done.
Oh shit, Brandon, why'd you have to do that? Why'd you have to do that to them on live video?
Yeah, can't help it.
I can't really think of anything though. What's a good rumor? That my parents would be happy if I graduated college. So here, parents, I graduated college for you. That's the rumor.
Ooh, you graduated college. Okay. My parents would also be happy if I graduated college. Let's see.
Yeah, you could say you had a degree in something like
I
whatever.
got a degree, a BS and BS.
Yeah,
Oh no.
yeah,
No, so I actually finished my teaching studies and got certified to be a teacher.
That would be
yeah.
great. In Japan or in China, so that way you
No,
can
here.
go and actually. Oh,
So
you really
was
do
that
that?
yours, Sturge?
No, I would. Well, that's what I'm saying. That would be my rumor. No, I actually was
Oh yeah,
working towards a teaching degree at one point.
I wanted to be a teacher at one point. My mom was a teacher. It's a thankless job. I don't know.
Hmm.
It's one of the most thankless jobs I can think of.
yeah.
Especially nowadays, like with
Yeah.
kids nowadays, I don't know if I could handle it. Like back in the 90s, 80s, 90s, it was a little different. Me and Bestie were talking about this. Like, back in the 90s and shit, 90s, 80s, we could drink out of the fountain, like not the fountain, the water hose. We could run around, or at least I could run around until nighttime and come home. And our parents didn't really care so much. Um, Nowadays, I would not even let, like my bestie has two girls, I wouldn't let them go anywhere by themselves nowadays, not so the context is one of them wanted to go skateboarding by herself in the neighborhood. And so I was watching her and I was like, well, let me talk to your mother. So I talked to Bestie. Bestie said yes. So, you know, I was kind of nervous because I was like, well, you're going to be skateboarding. You're on my watch. What happens if you hurt yourself? What happens if someone snatches you? But, I just had to let her go. And it's nerve wracking. So I'd hate to be the parent, every day watching your child go to school and not knowing if they're going to come back. It's scary. Oh.
Hmm. I would agree with that. I already wait. I think I already answered this, didn't I?
The rumor.
Yeah, I did. Okay, let's move on. I sorry I blinked out for a second. I heard you, but I blinked out.
No, no, go ahead.
Oh, what is a belief you held at 20 that feels ridiculous now?
Ooh, let's see. Belief. You know what? That I would. Well, let's see. At 20. Oh, okay. That at 20, that I would have been healthy and wealthy. I am neither of those. I'm kind of healthy, but I'm not. Well, no, I'm not really healthy. So yeah, no, I'm neither of those. Like at
Yeah.
20, my bipolar disorder hadn't yet shown, and the gender dysphoria hadn't yet shown, and the Crohn's disease hadn't yet shown, and then all my other autoimmune things that come along with it. But by 26, all of it was there. So yeah, I wouldn't have thought that I would have been disabled at 26,
Mhm.
but that's it, people just don't it's not on scope for someone who's considered healthy, you know. So yeah.
How about you, Brandon?
I would say probably at that time, I thought that I'd never be in or be able to be in a long-term relationship with a guy, like an intimate romantic relationship. I thought it would have to be like just just sex or casual relationships or something like that. Wouldn't be able to be in a full relationship.
But you have, so I mean,
I have since then. I'm just saying, but at that
yeah.
time,
Yeah.
yeah.
Let's see. For me, I don't know. I think I have to go back to earlier when we were talking about school. Um, I was destined to do something in the professional world, anything, teacher. I was looking at other things too. My mind was a little scattered at the time. I had so many interests. I was a math major too, so I was thinking of actually taking my math degree and doing something else. Um, and maybe like an advanced degree too, like a master's or a PhD. But I don't know what I would have gotten my PhD in. And my mom, she would have been happy with me if I had gotten that, because in I don't know if you know, in like certain Asian cultures, the parents are they're really kind of, they push you. I don't want to say my mom was necessarily a tiger mom, but she very much was.
No, mom.
Mhm.
That sucks. That sucks.
There were high expectations on me, and I'm really smart, and I just never lived up to my potential, I guess. I mean, I could say that now. I'm being mean to myself, but to be honest, I'm right where I need to be right now.
Well, here's the thing about being smart and being young and being told you're smart, or knowing you're smart and then not living up to potential. It's kind of crushing,
Mhm.
but at the same time, it's like, well, for me, I should say, for me, I knew I was always going to have problems in school, because
Mhm.
I could tell from a very young age that I was smart, but the now that I know what it was, the ADHD, the executive dysfunction just was not working. My brain was just like, bam, this part. So,
Mhm.
um, yeah, I had something else to say. Fuck, I forgot. Oh well, go ahead. Um,
Oh, another question. Okay, hang on.
okay.
Um, what was your way that, or like, so when you decided that you got over to Substack, like what was your like intermediary thing to get over here? Like what introduced you to Substack? Like, so how did you get over to Substack instead of where you started writing?
I wrote, I had LiveJournal. I
Mm-hmm.
had WordPress. I wrote in WordPress for 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then I stopped writing WordPress. And then I stopped writing for a couple of years, and that I
Mm-hmm.
was looking for another place to write. And then I heard of Substack, and I hopped on, and then that's where like Wendy found me, um, and then that's how I met all y'all,
Mm-hmm.
everybody.
Mm-hmm. How about you, Brandon?
Well, as you know, I was on Medium,
Mm-hmm.
and I had heard about Substack first from Tom Krugler. I had been following him on LinkedIn for a while, and he was on Medium. And then I guess he kind of got, I don't know what the word is, disenchanted with Medium. Basically, kind of got mad at him that um, they weren't. I think it was kind of that they weren't promoting his stuff or whatever, like his publications and things like that. And he started on Substack and was, saying all these great things about Substack. But the things that he was saying, it made me think that Substack was more a place for writers in professional niches
Yeah.
as far as like you had to be a professional in this category or whatever to have any success on it and that kind of thing. And I was like, well, that's not me. I don't want to do that. I don't feel like that's what my writing is.
Mhm.
And I liked Medium to where I could write a whole bunch of different things and different publications and all that. And so I for a long while I didn't even really consider Substack very much just because of the impression I got of it. And then when Robin Wilding and um, the Mouthy Renegade, right? I'm sorry, I had to think
Jason.
about yeah, because I know he is not going by his full name anymore
We all still know his full
online.
name. Mhm.
Yeah. But sometimes I have to catch myself. I'm like, the Mouthy Renegade Writer and Robin Wilding. I think they kind of started around the same time on Substack, from what I remember. And they were doing well, and Robin was saying I should come over and stuff. And so finally I did. I was like, well, if they can do it with their writing, then and they're not professional in a certain niche or whatever like that. Like Robin writes a lot of humor, satire and stuff. And so I was like, well, if they can do it, then I should be able to do it. So that's when I came over and decided to
Do it.
go all in. Yeah.
Nice. Sturge?
Kind of similar, but most of my writing's still on Medium. I've been on there 5 years. I'm not planning to leave anytime soon, but I do really like Substack. Substack's live videos and notes kind of give me a little bit of joy. And I'll share some of my Medium stories on here every once in a while. I only have maybe one one. I have one Substack only post, but I'll start to expand that as I get more paid subscribers. But for now, I'm just gonna kind of just do what I'm doing the videos and stuff. But my main draw to Substack was, I think people have been pushing me here for a while. I think the account I have set up is a couple of years old, but I didn't start getting serious on it until the beginning of this year. So
I started in October of last year. October, November, December, October.
Let's see here. So if you and so I'll ask you the question first, OnyxRose, and then I'll ask Brandon, and then
Okay.
so we're just gonna come up with, this is a fun game. This doesn't have to happen, but if we were to write a collaborative post together, what would the name of that be?
Five songs, the Eurovision challenge.
Can you hear her, Brandon?
Yeah.
I can't.
Oh, you
Maybe
can't
I
hear
turned
me?
down my.
I don't know if you can hear him.
No, I can't hear him either. I just saw his mouth move.
Oh.
No.
Yes.
You can't. Yay.
I don't think so.
Camera off.
They can hear me just fine.
Yeah. we
Yeah.
can hear you.
She said 5 songs. The
No, they still can't hear me.
Eurovision.
I know what they're doing, so they're messing with me.
There we go.
Let's see. I mean, that was all I had today. I can't really hear you guys anymore. And I want to hear OnyxRose's close, because that always gets me pumped up.
I'll interpret.
Let's see.
You have to go slow though, because I'm
None of that is real sign language.
I'm not a great signer. It
Let's
is. I know.
see.
I know sign language.
Wait.
And now she's doing
What is it?
French sign language.
Let's see. I'm trying to let's see. A, B, C, D, E. E? Is that E? E? E. E. I can't remember F. E. F.
Wait, maybe it's on
A, B,
this
C,
side.
D, E, F, G. What's G?
G.
G. Yeah, G.
G.
No, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K.
I really like
No, that's
that
P.
sound.
Is that K? K.
That's K.
L.
P is very similar.
L, M, M. Let's see. M, N, O.
I can't get blood up there.
E.
Damn it.
Okay. Alrighty, y'all. We're gonna close this up. Brandon, you want to say
I ain't
anything?
repping for the
Plug
blood
anything?
anyway. What the hell?
Well, we are going live.
I'm
you and
repping for
I
the oranges.
on
The blood oranges.
Wednesday, right?
They can't hear
Wednesday?
anything they're
Yep,
saying.
Wednesday.
Everybody can probably hear me.
Brandon and I are going live on Wednesday, y'all. At what time? 3, 2,
Good
1.
question. I don't
4,
remember.
5.
It's
5 o'clock.
Hello.
5 o'clock Eastern, 4 o'clock Central.
okay. It's in my phone calendar, but I'm on live on
yeah.
my phone, so I can't check it right now.
Yeah. Right. It's on my phone calendar too. All right, we're gonna shut this down. Let me just put it in here for Sturg. We are closing. Let's see, closing. Sturge just shut his camera off. Okay, so we're going to close it. Thank you for coming. As we say always, no trash, no transphobia, no racism, no ableism, no sexism, no homophobia, no Islamophobia, no xenophobia, no fat phobia, land back, reparations, no borders, fuck Trump, and fuck ICE. Alrighty, y'all. Thank you so much. Have a great night. Bye.
Bye.